Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, is on the verge of being impeached as 21 out of 24 State House of Assembly members have signed an impeachment notice against him. The lawmakers accuse Mr. Philip Shaibu of perjury and leaking state secrets. House Majority Leader Charity Aiguobarueghian announced impeachment notice during plenary and also spoke to journalists after plenary.
This morning, I presented to Mr. Speaker a notice brought pursuant to Section 188, Sub 1 and 2A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to the effect that the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Comrade Philip Shaibu, show cause why he will not be impeached as the Deputy Governor of the state. The House, 21 members of the House signed the petition.
TVC News senior political correspondent Ayodele Ozugbakun examines the recent developments in Edo State in this next report.
The rift between the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki and his deputy Philip Shaibu seems to be growing wider by the day. The disagreement, which stemmed from the ambition of Shaibu to succeed his principal, has continued to fester. Keen political watchers describe the drama and intense politicking over the rift between the first two citizens of the state as disturbing. The duo hitherto enjoyed a cordial working relationship as they did things together and acted like blood brothers. They even fought a former governor of the state, Adams Oshomole, together, with Shaibu taking the leading role in the battle. They accused Oshomole of playing godfather, which the former governor vowed to erase from the political space of the state.
I didn't join because I wanted to win an election, or did I join because I wanted to join? I joined because the governor was being oppressed.
In the face of the crisis, Governor Obaseki at various fora said he had nothing against Shaibu's ambition, while the deputy governor once apologized for the wrong moves he made.
If you want to run for the office of governor, there's nothing wrong. I mean, it's your constitutional right to run for the office if you want to.
But it appears that the chaos generated by the rift is not abating. Trouble started when Shaibu was accused of abandoning the inauguration of commissioners in Benin in 2023 for that of the National Assembly, where he met and fraternized with Oshomole, who was not in good terms with Governor Obaseki. Shaibu incurred the wrath of his boss when he made public his intention to succeed him as governor.
I have not moved to anywhere. Nobody has given me letter to move to anywhere. Nobody has given me letter. So if governor say I have moved, I have not moved.
At a meeting, Governor Obaseki was said to have told his close allies of his desire to take the governorship seat to Edo Central, which favors a banker, Asu Igodalo.
Raise your cards up, please.
With the outcome of the last governorship primary election of the People's Democratic Party in the states, the battle line seems to have been drawn. The deputy governor claimed that he won the exercise after conducting a parallel primary, while Igodalo won, conducted by the faction loyal to the governor. Lawmakers from the National Assembly from Edo State reacted.
If the deputy governor, has done anything and is found wanting, it's okay, for the House of Assembly to carry out their functions. But from what we are hearing, that the state executive, governor, has a role to play in this, I think is very shameful.
Advice to him is that he should prepare himself to go and answer to whatever allegations or queries the House have put up. So what has happened is not completely out of place. And if you ask me as a person, I don't think that the person of the deputy governor had actually conducted himself in very recent time, in a manner that befits that office of a deputy governor.
With 21 out of 24 members of the State House of Assembly signing impeachment notice against Shaibu, the political crisis rocking the states might be far from over. Ayodele Ozugbakun, TVC News, Abuja.
I have joining me a former minority whip of the House of Representatives and a lawyer for more perspective to this developing story. He joins me from Edo State, Samson Osagie. Good to have you join us. All right, joining me now is Samson Osagie, former minority whip of the House of Representatives and also a lawyer. He joins me from Edo State. Good to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you are from Edo State. I'm sure you already see all that's going on. But as a lawyer, I wanted to ask you if, because the allegations against the deputy governor is that of perjury and leaking state secret. How does that tie into that constitution provision of gross misconduct? Can perjury and leaking of state secret form the grounds from which a governor or any public officer is impeached?
Well, I do not know the facts surrounding the impeachment notice that have been served on the state deputy governor, Honorable Philip Shaibu. But suffice to say that impeachment notice on the president, the vice president, or the governor or the deputy governor must follow strict constitutional procedures for it to be valid. And it's usually not party. Section 143 and Section 188 of the 1999 Constitution as amended made very ample provision for impeachment. And in defining a gross misconduct as a ground of impeachment, it has been heard in several cases that ground misconduct will consist of mismanagement of public funds, siphoning of public funds, money laundering, acts of corruption, abuse of office, and such grounds of misconduct must be defined either by the court of law or in the opinion of the panel that amounts to gross misconduct. And the procedures are simple. Not less than 1/3 of the members of the legislature must serve that notice, and the person to whom the notice is served, that is the officer, must respond within 7 days, after which the House is giving back the response, on the strength of which, if the House is satisfied with the response, it sets up a panel which it shall cause the Chief Judge of the state to institute in order to look at the allegations. If the panel returns an allegation or a verdict of culpability on the part of the officer, the assembly of the legislature will reconsider the report of the panel, and if it accepts it, it passes it by a 2/3 majority in order for the person involved to be sacked. But by and large, the grounds for impeachment must be of a serious misconduct, which are defined in the Constitution, or which will amount to serious misconduct in the opinion of the panel that is set to investigate the allegations. So in this instance, it is difficult for me to understand what constitutes leaking of state secret or swearing to a perjury or swearing to a false oath, which amounts to perjury, because I do not have the facts. But I dare say that impeachment are usually a very legal thing, and it must comply with the legal provisions of the Constitution for it to be valid.
I'm going to tap into your legal heart again. If he were to go to court, which a lot of people are saying he might do because he has done that before, what are the chances that this particular impeachment proceedings will be put on hold? Not with your explanation of perjury and leaking state secrets, which might not be. Again, I'm just trying to follow what you have said. Doesn't fall into the interpretation of of the court.
I cannot say it because I don't have the facts. If allegations of perjury have been made against the deputy governor, then that allegation must be grounded in fact, and I do not have the facts. If allegations of leakage of state secrets are made against the deputy governor, then one must understand what the secrets or what the issues are to constitute a state secret, especially in the face of the Freedom of Information Act. So I cannot speculate what the outcome would be if I were to go to court on behalf of either side. So that will depend on the fact, that those who are alleging, making the allegation that has made them to come to the conclusion that the deputy governor has indeed perjured or lied on oath, or indeed revealed state secrets as such that will amount to secrets that the law forbids that should be stated. So I can't speculate at this stage.
He's been given 7 days ultimatum. We'll see how he responds. But I wanted to ask you, because we've seen this happen over and over again, where there will be impeachment proceedings against a deputy governor, and then, he would go to court, and then the court will upturn it. But what lesson is there for politicians to learn in that kind of process?
Well, of course, the courts are courts of law, and they will look at the compliance with the provisions of the Constitution. It is only the Constitution that guides the impeachment procedure. There are no other procedures. It is only the Constitution. So, if the person affected goes to court on the ground that the procedure did not follow the law, the court will definitely hold in favor of the law. So, if politicians are exploring political expediency or imputing political motives in order to get somebody out of office without following the law, then definitely they will have their day in court, and the court will rule on the side of the law. We have had several cases of that nature where impeachment of governors and deputy governors have been quashed by the court on the grounds that they did not follow the law.
Thank you so much for your time. We're following that development there in Edo State. Former Minority Whip of the House of Representatives and lawyer Samson Usagi.